know that sound. A friendly, high-pitched buzz that makes you smile before you even see it. It's the sound of a Vespa. That buzz is pure joy. The sound of freedom, of zipping through city streets with the wind in your face. It's not about power or showing off. It's about something personal. That little engine is the heartbeat of countless adventures. When a Vespa rolls by, it's like a piece of history in motion. It's a happy sound, inviting, never intimidating. It says, "Let's go for a ride." The signature of a design that got everything right from the start. For many, that sound meant they could finally go places, see people, and start living again. Every great machine has its own voice, but the Vespa's cheerful buzz is a universal language of fun and mobility. You don't need to be a gearhead to appreciate it, just a bit of wanderlust in your heart. That sound connects generations, from the first riders in the 1940s to today's kids. For me, as a collector, the sound is part of the machine's soul. Fire up a classic Vespa, and you're waking up a story. It's a mechanical sound, but it's loaded with human emotion. It's the sound of millions of dreams, all powered by a small, brilliant engine. It's the sound of a revolution on two wheels. And it's just beautiful. To understand the Vespa, you have to go back to post-war Italy, 1945. The country was devastated, roads ruined, economy shattered, hope lost. Cars were a luxury, motorcycles impractical, and public transport unreliable. People needed a way to move, to rebuild their lives. Italy needed a new kind of vehicle, cheap, easy to ride, and for everyone. Factories that once built warplanes needed a new purpose. Enrico Piaggio, head of Piaggio, saw an opportunity, not just for profit, but to help his country recover. He knew mobility was the key to a fresh start. Piaggio didn't want to build just another motorcycle. He dreamed of a vehicle as common as a bicycle, as useful as a car. It had to be tough for rough roads, but elegant for Italian style. He was thinking about people, giving them back their freedom of movement. That was the challenge, to create a machine that would help Italy move forward. And that's where the Vespa story truly begins. Enrico Piaggio needed the right engineer, Corradino d'Ascanio, an aeronautical genius who hated motorcycles. D'Ascanio's dislike for motorcycles inspired his design. No greasy chain, engine mounted on the rear wheel, and a pressed steel unibody chassis. The step-through frame and leg shield made it comfortable and clean. Changing a tire was easy, thanks to aircraft-inspired design. The gear shifter was on the handlebar, no footwork needed. Everything was simple, clean, and user-friendly. D'Ascanio created a two-wheeled vehicle for people who didn't want a motorcycle. When Piaggio saw the prototype, he exclaimed, "Sembra una Vespa." It looks like a wasp. The name stuck, and the Vespa was born. It wasn't just a new scooter, it was a new category of vehicle. Stylish, practical, and original, it solved a dozen problems at once. The Vespa was a masterpiece of industrial design. It was the perfect machine for a world hungry for something new, and it was ready to change everything. The Vespa's genius was its accessibility. It was affordable, making mobility possible for the average family. The step-through frame meant anyone, men or women, could ride it easily. The leg shield kept riders clean and presentable. It broke down barriers, making two-wheeled transport respectable and inclusive. Easy to operate with gears on the handlebar and a nimble design, it was perfect for city streets. Piaggio and d'Ascanio thought of everything: convenience, independence, and style in one package. The Vespa was designed around the rider's needs. It was friendly, approachable, and invited everyone to take a spin. This people-first philosophy made it a beloved icon. It gave people control over their lives when they needed it most. The Vespa was more than a machine. It was a revolution in mobility. When the Vespa launched in 1946, skeptics called it a toy. But the public loved it. Sales soared from 2,500 in the first year to 60,000 by 1950. Within a decade, 1 million Vespas had been sold. Piaggio licensed production worldwide: Germany, the UK, France, Spain, India. The Vespa became a global phenomenon, a symbol of post-war recovery and modern living. Marketing focused on lifestyle, freedom, fun, and style, not just specs. The Vespa was positioned as a key to a better life, a fashion statement as much as a vehicle. By the 1960s, it was part of youth culture, especially with the mods in Britain. Production numbers kept climbing, 2 million, 4 million, and now over 19 million. The design has remained remarkably true to its origins. In a world where models come and go, the Vespa's longevity is almost unheard of. It proves that when you get a design right, it becomes timeless. The Vespa wasn't just a success, it was a movement. It changed how people saw transportation. It became a symbol of possibility, and it's still going strong. That's the power of a great idea. The Vespa's legend was cemented by the movies, especially Roman Holiday. Gregory Peck and Audrey Hepburn zipping through Rome made the Vespa a global icon. It captured the spirit of freedom, romance, and adventure. Suddenly, everyone wanted to experience that feeling. The Vespa became a symbol of the Italian dolce vita, the sweet life. Tourists flocked to Rome to create their own Vespa adventures. But beyond Hollywood, the Vespa made real-life dreams come true. It was the first major purchase for many, a symbol of independence and hard work. Families relied on it, couples courted on it, and young people found freedom on its seat. The Vespa was woven into the fabric of everyday life. It was a trusted companion and a memory maker. Its real legacy is in the personal stories it helped create. It wasn't just a scooter, it was a vehicle for dreams. The Vespa didn't just move people, it brought them together. Owners formed clubs, starting small and growing into a worldwide movement. By the 1950s, thousands of Vespa clubs spanned Europe, with rallies and events uniting riders. These clubs became a social network before the internet, a place for friendship and adventure. Rallies filled towns with the buzz of engines and a rainbow of scooters. The sense of community created lifelong loyalty to the brand. Today, Vespa clubs thrive around the globe, organizing rides and welcoming new members. The community is a huge part of the Vespa's enduring appeal. When you buy a Vespa, you join a global family. It's more than transport, it's a lifestyle, and it's all about the joy of the ride. The Vespa changed society by breaking down class and gender barriers. It was affordable for workers, stylish for the wealthy, and accessible to everyone. For women, it was revolutionary, easy to ride, clean, and empowering. The Vespa gave women independence and mobility, challenging old norms. It also created economic opportunities, deliveries, sales, trades, and more. Young people could seek jobs beyond their villages. The Vespa blurred lines between city and country, rich and poor, men and women. It promoted a more open, dynamic society. By giving everyone access to mobility, it opened doors to opportunity. The Vespa was a true agent of social change. It was a vehicle of progress in every sense. Nearly 80 years later, Vespa still buzz through cities worldwide. The design has evolved, cleaner engines, even electric models, but the soul remains. The iconic shape and friendly personality are instantly recognizable. In a world of fleeting trends, the Vespa is a constant. It's more than a scooter. It's a symbol of freedom, style, and hope. The Vespa shows that great design is about making life better. It's a perfect marriage of form and function. The lesson? Sometimes the simplest solution is the best. The Vespa is about human-centered design, serving real needs with grace. When you see or hear a Vespa, you're witnessing a piece of history. It's a masterpiece of industrial design and a symbol of enduring dreams. The legend keeps rolling, ready to inspire new generations to ride.